Good morning, students. Dear students, welcome in class 11 Commerce and congratulations to and your parents. Beta, you all deserve congratulations as well as welcome in the class 11th Commerce. I wholeheartedly welcomes to all of you in class 11th. Myself, Pradeep Kumar Khanna, PGT Economics. I'll teach you economics. Before starting my lesson, I would like to familiar you with syllabus. Basically, there are two parts of your syllabus. One is statistics for economics and another part is microeconomics. Both are of 40 marks. 20 marks are reserved for project work. It means your whole syllabus is bifurcated into three parts: statistics, microeconomics and project work. As far as the statistics is concerned, you have studied some part of statistics in class 9th and class 11th. It is slightly extension of the syllabus that you have studied in class 11th. In the statistics portion, you will study some important concepts along with the meaning of statistics, importance of statistics, limitations of statistics, usage of statistics, and some basic concepts used in economics like the concept of consumer, producer, economic activities, non-economic activities, service provider centers, consumption, production, distribution, etc. Basically, in the commerce, economics is very important subject. When you have opted this subject, please study it carefully. It is very important for higher classes also. As far as the books are concerned, preferably purchase NCERT books for both parts. Some reference books are also available in the market that I will tell you later on. But basically starts your syllabus from NCERT, and chapter number 1 of NCERT part 1, that is statistics for economics, is introduction of statistics. Now, what is statistics? What are the importance, uses, limitations of statistics we will discuss in this part. I am starting this lesson with some important concepts used in this lesson and at the same time used in the economics and statistics. Let us start from the meaning of statistics. Basically, any information in terms of numbers, numerical data, quantitative data, numerical facts are called statistics. Basically, in very simple words, any information when it is expressed in terms of numbers called statistics. But only numerical information about any fact does not make statistics. In order to make statistics, it must fulfill some other conditions. What are these other conditions? The numerical data, the quantitative information must be comparable and we are able to draw some meaningful conclusion from it. Only numerical facts are never called statistics, keep in the mind. Suppose if it is stated that there are 20 students in 11th Commerce. Keep in the mind 20 students is numerical information, quantitative information, but it is only numerical data. It is not statistics. Only that information is called statistics which is comparable and by which we are able to draw some meaningful conclusion. For example, if it is stated that there are 20 students in 11th Commerce in Kendriya Vidyalaya Upper Camp, 30 students in Science stream, 40 students in Arts stream. It means when we give information that is comparable, from which we are able to draw some meaningful conclusion, it is statistics. In earlier part, I have stated that there are 20 students in 11th Commerce. It is not statistics, never statistics. But if it is stated that there are 20 students in Commerce, 30 students in Science, 40 students in Arts, it is statistics, because this whole information is not only quantitative but also comparable, and we are able to draw some meaningful conclusion from it, and on the basis of this information we can simply state that the number of students in Science and number of students in Commerce and number of students in the Arts group different. Maximum number of students are in the Arts stream, minimum number of students are in the Commerce stream. It means we are not only comparing this information, but we are also drawing some meaningful conclusion from it. Now, if there is 1 mark question, starting of the question is, what is the meaning of statistics in plural sense? Basically, statistics define 2 senses, singular sense as well as plural sense. Only numerical data is never called statistics, but statistics deal with the collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of quantitative information. In other words, it means aggregate of facts affected to mark extent of multiplicity of causes, numerically expressed, enumerated or estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy, collected in a systematic manner for predetermined purpose and placed in relation to each other. Basically, in this definition, it is told that statistical data is affected by various factors. It is collected in a systematic manner. Before collecting it, we should have some predetermined purpose. The another terms used in this lesson is consumer. Now, who is a consumer? Consumer is a person who consumes goods and services for direct satisfaction of his wants. Another term, producer. A producer means a person who engages in the production process or who create utility in the goods, called producer. Service holder. A person who is working or in a job and gets paid for it. Service holder means the person who is working and getting payment for it, called service holder. And opposite to service provider. Service provider is a person who hire the persons, kept the person on work and make payment for their work. Another term, economic activity. All those activities which are performed to earn money, called economic activities. For example, a teacher is teaching in the class is economic activity because we are doing it for getting payment. Economic activity broadly divided into 3 parts: consumption, production, distribution. Consumption simply means when we study wants, or in consumption we study wants, their origin, nature, characteristics and the laws preventing them, laws governing them, laws determining them. In simple words, consumption means use of utility of goods and services for satisfaction of human wants. Consumption means to consume something that gives satisfaction to us, that satisfy our needs. Production means creation of utility in goods and services. Basically, we cannot produce anything. Everything is in the existence. We only add value to it. We only create utility in it. For example, if a carpenter makes chair from the furniture, from the wood, he is creating utility in the wood, so it is known as the production. Distribution simply means how income generated during the production process is distributed among the various factors of production who are engaged in the production process. Data. Economic facts in terms of number. Data means numerical information about any fact. Now, another part of this statistics relates to importance of statistics. Now, if I ask you what is the importance of statistics, why we study statistics, what is the importance of numerical information, simply it is important to all the sectors, either the government sector, private sector, producing sector, consuming sector. Now, it is very important to the government because before deciding government its various policies, it requires data which is supplied by the statistics. At the same time, importance of statistics in economics. Statistics help in making economic laws like law of demand, law of supply. It helps in understanding the solving economic problem, and it also helps in the studying market structure.